One of my favorite instances of that is in Bleach's final filler arc, the Regai invasion, where you have the Mod Soul Gigai clones of everyone, and like they can't tell the difference between you and the clones, so you don't know if you can trust your opponent or not. The difference, however, is that the Regai's eyes are all glowing with lightning. Also, they all have a bracelet on their arm. It's like, okay, just look at their wrist. Are they wearing the bracelet? Okay, kill them. If not, they're your ally.
Easy enough.
It's like, you stupid idiots can't tell if someone has a thing on their wrist. Most people have their wrists kind of showing anyway.
A little bit of leap of logic for that one, but you know, it be what it be.
It's not even loose either. That like might fall down their arm or something. Like it's tight like a watch.
All right, we're gonna get like 2 instances of Hancock playable, and honestly, yeah, she's kind of fun. It figures that the character that plays like Sanji would also be kind of fun to use. One particular reason why, Conqueror's hockey canceling. We'll get more into this with Whitebeard later on, but basically, with characters with Conqueror's hockey, you can tap R1 and you'll get like a shockwave bubble that actually stuns them for a short amount of time. So basically, when you're doing, and since pressing R1 is not tethered to animations of any kind, you can literally just rip this at a lot of points, and you can get to free cancels.
I was wondering what your meter burn effects did. You'd think Kagerosa would have made his imposters less obvious. Oh my god, someone else actually remembers anything about that arc besides me. I thought I was the only one. Much less remember anyone's names.
I thought you didn't finish the Ray Guy arc.
No, the one that I didn't finish was the Sword Beast filler arc.
Ah, yeah, right.
The companion piece to the Zanpakuto Rebellion arc. That's an extra 10 episodes on top of that because they still weren't ready yet to cut back into Ichigo versus Ulquiorra. So they needed an extra 10 episodes. And that was the one that I never finished either time. I kept falling asleep during those episodes. So when you guys want to go through the Bleach filler, that's probably when I'll have to actually finish it for real.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like, oh, I fell asleep 4 episodes into this 10-episode arc. I'll come back to this in April when the arc I want to watch actually starts.
Hold up, chat. Did I already do this mission? I feel like I did. This is the tutorial for showing unity clashes, I think. All right, so yeah, if it is, this does feel. Oh yeah, this is the first time. Okay, yeah, I got it wrong. Oopsie.
Yeah, this looks familiar.
Trying to keep track of all these when you're talking is rough sometimes. Also because of the fact they don't have a lot of easy indications to tell you which one's which, so rough. All right, just wanted to check it out real fast, but that's cool because one of the next ones we're going to do is having Crocodile.
Ooh,
Oh yeah, well, I'll get that one to you. This one, for timing, we have Dad's Bones as our partner. Not playable.
Of course not.
Yeah, we can't have fun stuff.
He would be great for a Muso game.
You know, it's funny because you mentioned this before, and I actually didn't mention this at all because I completely forgot about it. The DLC list for this game is actually incomplete. You could tell me. You could tell me it's because of poor sales, and honestly, I'd believe you. Okay, I believe you. The bottom row for the character selection for the DLC side is actually all locked out and incomplete. As in, there's the bottom 5 characters that are just not there at all, and it's a shame because we could easily have some characters that'd be really fucking fun. By the by, I can prove that they didn't plan the DLC out in advance because Garp is both an assist, which is how the game started, and then made playable as a character later on through DLC.
Hey, what's that guy did? That's a real interesting power when he glowed pink. We'll never see that glow again.
You know, it's funny because we actually, he actually did this before too.
Yes, he did. He did this on Sabaody.
Yeah, I don't remember what the exact context was, but he did do it before too.
He did it against the Pacifista.
Give me Mr. 3 as a playable character.
Waxman.
Oh yeah, that would be funny.
Yeah, no, he could do a lot of cool shit.
Oh yeah.
Since his is a generative power.
Doesn't have the broken mustache bone yet. That'd be great. It is very nice though that at some point in time, Whitebeard actually did start throwing his support behind Luffy because he knew how much he was actually throwing himself out there. I think the Conqueror's hockey was particularly a turning point though.
Speaking of Whitebeard, I'm sure this is contentious to someone, but this is one of those few cases where it's generally regarded by the masses that, oh hey, dub actually better than sub. I don't know the Japanese actor's name, but everyone loves R. Bruce Elliott's Whitebeard over the Japanese actor, such that when the scene finally did come out, everyone started memeing the One Piece is real with specifically with Arborist Elliot, and anytime anyone would ever use that in clips, they would use the English version because it was really a case of the Japanese voice really wasn't in this. Probably because either at the time or a few years later, they ended up being dead. When did Whitebeard's first Seiyu die?
So that's
Please do not be a Heihachi situation where, oh, they've been through 3 of them.
So that's actually not correct. The first major, I mean, it was used in a few clips beforehand too, but nothing too major. No, the whole explosion of the One Piece's real yelling, that more so exploded, I think, in 2022, and really more so alongside the shock pictures of Whitebeard's massive floppy cock.
Yep.
Well, alongside all the other redraws of picture of characters being nude, like Ace and Shanks, or Ace and Luffy being naked with their dicks hanging out. It's real.
Luffy dick out is actually a very old meme because Oda said something like 22 years ago about, hey, can he stretch his cock too?
Yes.
Yes.
Presumably. At least that's not an awkward Akira Toriyama situation where he has to come up with dumb bullshit on the fly. I respect that.
My favorite instance of that is in a QA section, Rumiko Takahashi being asked if female Ranma could breed. And then Rumiko saying, you shouldn't think about those things.
Yeah, these are situations that you probably should not be considering to yourself.
Don't ask me these questions. I'm not going to answer. I'm not going to answer that.
Anyway, these two have some very funny story, I guess.
Oh yeah.
So, where do you see two actually like rivals beforehand, or was it more so the events of Buggy is what brought them together?
I mean, yes, but they were obviously aware of each other and had to work together at some points doing warlord things together.
Yeah.
But mostly it's just, hey, I'm not dealing with anyone's bullshit today after what happened half an hour ago, least of all yours, even though I know you could kill me with a thought.
Yeah.
I'm just pissed enough to be even disregarding of you.
Yeah, so to quickly, yes, Crocodile is actually playable here. When we first did our recordings, I actually didn't have all the routes unlocked in the story mode because I didn't know there was visuals for that. I thought it was just kind of like random.
Jesus Christ.
Did not know that Crocodile was actually, yeah, Mihawk is fairly aggressive. He's also probably one of the best characters in the game too. Oh, you can get one more and you can tag me out whenever you want.
Yeah, I want to give that a few more tries. I thought I could just guard through it and eventually start punishing him. No, he just didn't stop.
Once you block the 4 shockwaves, if it does it up close, you can hit him with, you can punish with a light combo. Let's see. Yeah, Crocodile's specials, 2 of them are projectiles. He's got sables and something else. That causes a good knockdown. I think it's a good combo under 2. Not sure about that. Oop. Ooh, that was a sidestep. Nice. I think that might be unblockable. I'm not sure about that. I only discovered that move last night.
Get the fuck out of my face.
Is going to try to not make that the case. Anyway, one quick funny thing you want to keep in mind though, with Crocodile here, he has Logia. So basically, if you're being hit by his melee attacks, you can hold R1 and slip out of it. But you gotta be careful because if he hits you with a guard break or some certain hockey moves, he'll actually destroy your stamina meter immediately. It's a really...
Fuck that noise.
In theory, I do like the stamina usage in this game because it does offer risk reward for various bits of combat, like having to use Logia to slip out of things prematurely, or using R1, using your stamina meter to boost some of your moves and your special moves. But it's also kind of fucking stupid because you can easily break it, and it just kind of doesn't feel good after a while. You know, it'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah.
All right, we've already done that one too. It uses, so it's funny though. Luffy, despite pre-time skip being the one you focus on in the tutorial, he's actually like one of the most technical characters in the game, as we learned. As in, like, you can do some. Holy shit. Oh boy. He's already not a good-looking man, but holy crap. Luffy's actually got some really high technical ceilings going on with various R1 shit. It's kind of wild. Also, he's very hard to use in paper because he has neither hockey nor real serious devil fruit power. So, oof. Luffy defeated Mihawk. Yeah, he just kind of got bored and left. Literally. It's so fucking funny.
Well, yeah, you know, he human shielded.
Yep. Let's see. What can I do? Can I do anything fun?
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh wait, was that him being a Logia, or was that attack just having a range limit?
No, that move had a range limit.
Ugh.
That dump? Holy shit. I need to keep that in mind for later. Yeah, that one had a rough range too. No, usually the one you want to go for is just Bazooka having the range. You can see I got some levels on characters. We need them for later. Trust me, guys.
Hey, give us a dedicated move where Luffy does Gum Gum Airhead. I need that. I need Gum Gum Airhead / Gum Gum Ricochet. Vista go fight Mihawk, and then Mihawk proceeded to fence with Vista for the rest of the war.
You know, it's extremely funny seeing this now, considering Kizaru was able to take the fight to Gear for a little bit. It looked like they tied, but from recent screenshots I've been saying, that doesn't seem to have been the case, huh?
He is literally holding him like an action figure right now.
Yeah, and the other one's Celestial guy, right?
Yes, technically.
Neptune, was it? Or was it a different planet?
Saint J. Garcia Saturn of the 5 Elder Planets.
Yeah.
This is one of those cases again where you have a term that means nothing, effectively, but it's a cool sounding term. And oh, actually, we got that term wrong for the past 25 years. It's not Raftel, it's Laughtail.
Yep.
They are no longer the 5 Elder Stars. They are the 5 Elder Planets.
Real got ourselves a Millennium Falcon situation going on with that one. Very funny.
It's also things like, hey, how come he's Whitebeard if he actually has a mustache? Well, it's because the Japanese don't distinguish. They only have one word for facial hair that's just all-encompassing facial hair. Hige, that's how it's Shirahige and Kurahige.
Yeah, checks. Oh yeah, Sengoku is playable here. Was he playable in 4?
No.
I thought he was.
He was just a boss fight.
Anyway, last basic tutorial, I think. So,
because 4 included the giant bosses.
True.
So you need to have a giant boss here. What the fuck is his Wi-Fi signal?
He summons bombardment.
Oh my god.
Kind of cool, but yeah, I think it's way too slow.
Oh my god.
See. I know it wanted.
There we go. Oh my god.
Yep. It's also his transformation too. I'm not letting you do that again.
That is just that's just a Photoshop tool that.
Yeah. It janks in early games all over again. It's fucking Ukiura in early Bleach the slow games. As in, that would just maintain.
Okay, but there was sort of a charm to that, though.
It was very funny, just having him call for backup.
Yeah. But no, it sort of works in his character. If something is beneath him, he's not going to do it himself. He's going to have the people whose job that is do it.
And that's why it also kind of works for the
No, the real problem is
Admiral.
The real problem with that is in the PS2 games, where they decide they're going to have Grimjow summon the Gillians.
Yeah, you would never do that.
No. He's very much a, I'll do it myself, dumbass.
Oh, yeah.
What about Admiral?
I was just going to say, for a Fleet Admiral doing that actually does make total sense. Also, because you don't see him do much of anything at all, so don't blame them for doing that.
Also, there's a funny bit here about Marineford. Literally, the most interesting thing about all of Marineford is that in the anime version, there is a scene that lasts like, I don't know, 10 seconds in one episode / also either opening 12 or 13, where you actually see Commander Jonathan. Do you know who Commander Jonathan is?
I have zero idea who this man is.
That was the leader of Navarone, the filler arc, where after Skypiea, they crash back down into the ocean inside the naval base, inside the marine base, instead of just on the ocean like they did in the manga.
Right, yeah, I remember him now.
Yes, the G8 guy. Because the arc is based on the movie The Guns of Navarone. It's a circular base encampment that they land directly in the center of and have to work their way out of. It's the one that even now people consider one of the best filler arcs in all of anime.
Yeah. Okay, so I mentioned this before recording too, but I'm going to mention it here too. I actually do really like when Ace does get freed. Not because, Ace is freed. It's more so because the choreography you're able to do with Ace and Luffy is actually really good.
Oh yeah, they do some actually cool fight things.
Oh yeah, there's some really cool poses and choreographies, and they have like fairly similar body sizes. I genuinely think it's really cool. And also, I would say it's probably the most interesting thing to happen in chapters at that point. Oh boy.
This is where actually no, it starts with what you call it? Impel Down. Impel Down is when the anime starts looking irreparably bad.
You're not wrong, no.
And it holds from there on forever.
Oh, and no one has hockey-infused bullets yet, so Ace doesn't give half a fuck.
Well, there's a reason for that. It's because Sea Prism Stone is only found in one place on Earth. Do you know where that is?
Fuck, I should remember this offhand. Was it actually a rounding pull down?
No.
No. Okay, then I don't remember offhand.
Sea Prism Stone, the actual stone brick itself.
Wait. No. Wano.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
Can only be found on Wano, and can only be cut, melded, and welded into other shapes and other forms using techniques only found and only known to the denizens of Wano.
Rio, right? Or something along those lines.
Sorry?
Rio, I think it's called.
No, that's a fighting technique. That's
Okay.
how you get red rock.
Ah.
No, just general smithing techniques that are only known to Wano. And that's why, despite everything about Wano being a completely disconnected country from the outside world, that's actually a load of horseshit. Wano has been working with the world government secretly forever. You can thank Orochi for that.
Yeah. Yep. All right, so basic things we're going over because we actually have access to a hockey user, and Ace will be the only hockey user we really get access to outside of Crocodile, obviously. Let me get back a little bit. Also, by the way, yeah, Aokiji, one of the best characters of the game. Neutral, damage, pressure from range, really good stuff. Anything that says fuck you to neutral, especially in a 3D fighter like this where the movement is stiff, really good. I don't know. Okay, no, just Windows thing. Crocodile has hockey in this game? Yes, he does. Don't worry, don't even care.
No, I was looking at Twitch was paused. I'm like, oh no, you were actually just on the pause
Also, Ace is also one of the best characters in the game. Really flexible combos, actually good pressure. Like this. This move especially is really good. Because it's disjointed, really fucking strong. Honestly, Ace genuinely is kind of fun to use in this game.
Crocodile has hockey in this game? Ask the chat.
Yes.
In this game specifically?
Yes. I mean, you were using him earlier.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. Yeah, in a game where the combos are oddly stiff and inflexible, Ace actually has some fairly flexible combos. I enjoy that. I enjoy having freedom in my combat technique.
You should go back sometime, load up the Wii U, and do some versus matches or mini games or something in Grand Adventure. I think that would be funny.
Grand Adventure. Oh, yeah.
The One Piece game of all time. The bestest one, even still. Up there with Pirate 3, of course, but those are doing entirely different things.
Fortunately, these characters we have loaded up, we will not see it usable in story at all, so unfortunate that kind of goes pointless. Okay. Now, Ace, I need you to do me a favor. Here are these headphones. I'm going to need you to wear these from here until we get off the island. Do not ask questions. I'm just going to make sure. Also, do not look at any men wearing hats. I mean, I know there's a lot of them around here, but I need you to try your best to not look at any of them.
And maybe
hear no bullshit, see no bullshit.
And also maybe take off your brother's hat.
Yeah, maybe.
So, take off his hat so that way you can acknowledge him and only him and him telling you to leave.
Yes. Also, Jinbei and Tao. It is really nice seeing the interactions with...
Or actually, you know what? Even better. Hey, Jinbei, you're like 700 pounds. Why don't you pick both of them up and run so they don't have to? Because they're clearly in a lot of pain. You're probably in less pain since you actually didn't do a whole lot of fighting.
Okay.
God, that filter is terrible.
Let me just say up front, too. Having gone... I'm going to have so much to talk about this. I think I already talked about a little bit in Part Warriors, too. This is so fucking annoying. Because, okay, I know obviously you've been talking about this for years, how fucking stupid Ace is for having done this.
No, but there's a plot reason why this needs to happen.
Oh, no,
it's just stupid in general.
It's to instigate the time skip, I know that. But
yeah.
Okay, actually, I don't think you need that. I think genuinely Luffy is probably going to go do training anyway. But how fucking stupid it is that Ace is actually doing this and undermining the wishes of his own father, considering how much he's been wanting. Like, he does want off and out of here. It's like, dude, come on. I feel like there was some actual character assassination here for as little characters we set up for Ace as it is. It's kind of wild.
And then there's this fuck up.
And there's this asshole.
Also, that last shot there a minute ago with only one side of the fire aura coming off, the magma aura coming off of Sakazuki made it look like the fucking terrible After Effects aura that the mind-controlled characters are under in Pirate Warriors 2.
Oh yeah, if you want a very funny point of comparison as to how goofy the PC port of this game is, you can, as we found, you can see the actual MP4 files for the cutscenes in the game folders itself. They're not compressed. It's very funny.
And aren't they only like 8 megabytes?
Something like that. They were, yeah, it was
really
like
low quality.
It was like 1080p 4 megabytes a second, I think.
Ugh.
I really appreciate the upscaling we got going here. Oh my god, that tracking. Hey, you want to try it, shit? Go for it. I'm gonna punch the hell out of that.
Whitebeard was literally trying to die at this battle. He didn't want to go via illness. Also, Ace is delusional. Roger created this era with his death. I mean, I know Ace. I know why Ace is going on about how this is the era of Whitebeard, because Whitebeard is the only knowable strong pirate left. Ow, Jesus Christ! I actually went through my guard. No, we still have at least 2 more emperors of comparable stature.
Sorry, I'll interact with the conversation again in a second. Fuck your guard. I do want to try and win this if I can.
Oh, this is just a survive battle?
I think so. His AI is really good too. Holy shit.
That's very funny. That's a very funny thing you just said there.
Is it?
You said that while he was just standing still for like 4 straight seconds.
No, yeah, that did seem really goofy. However, his guarding has been pretty on point. Right, so I'll interact with conversations again. Oh no, what I mean particularly by that is the fact that Whitebeard does at this point in time seem to control most of the territory in the world that are pirate aligned.
Yeah.
I understand his sentiment, but yeah, no, it really was his father that kicked off everything. Even though it's kind of weird, we never had an actual. If we're gonna do this, I feel like we should have actually had Ace come around and acknowledge his biological father's relevance and importance in the world. I mean, I know he did effectively abandon Ace, but circumstances notwithstanding. I don't know, I feel like we should have really gotten some more closure for his character before all this shit went down.
While it was there on screen for a second, can we talk about, you know, it's funny, I was looking at donuts earlier today. I'm not even joking, I was looking at donuts earlier today and decided, nah, I don't need that right now. While it was on screen a minute ago, can we talk about there it is, the Viva cards, and how it sounds neat on paper, but it's actually kind of wasted because the only time it ever matters or is relevant is just to show that, hey, it will burn because Ace is dying, and the card that I still don't think we know how it works, the tracking card.
Yeah.
We still, I don't think, know how it works. It's like, hey, this character's dying, so we're going to slowly be destroyed until he's dead.
Also,
they never use it again ever because the only time they would need to track or easily find someone is when they're saying, hey, let's everyone meet up in the New World on Sabaody, but they already know where to find each other anyway, so they don't really need the Vibra card, and it never comes up again in any meaningful capacity afterwards.
Also, the weird stuff about it actually being able to predict someone's lifespan remaining, even though it's the original order, and be able to track someone's positioning on the Earth.
Is that something I missed, or is that something new about predicting lifespan?
No, that's never explained. It just randomly starts disappearing. I wonder what the Grand Fleet thought during Wano when Luffy almost died.
You know, there's some real dumb people that said ever since the concept of the Grand Fleet was introduced that they're going to come in and be the savior of every single arc. And I'm like, can you people shut the fuck up? Luffy is never going to call on them ever until he actually does have to do a hard takedown himself of the government. Not him being attacked by the government until he decides, I'm going to go and destroy the world government himself.
I'm pretty sure that's going to happen either with Blackbeard or the world government.
No, but people are like, oh, they're going to call the Grand Fleet to deal with Big Mom on Whole Cake. No, they're going to call the Grand Fleet to help with the raid on Onigashima. No, they're going to call the Grand Fleet and they're going to be the heroes at Egghead. No, shut the fuck up. The Grand Fleet are not important. They really are not important. Considering most of them were effectively useless in Dressrosa, what the fuck do you think people that couldn't even approach anywhere near Doflamingo or most of his allies level are going to do in a situation where they have to fight Kaido or fight the Saints Shut the fuck up.
You know, I'm starting to get a gauge for how much people actually say something by the amount of times you say "shut the fuck up."
It's no, because it's like it has been 9 years. If it hasn't happened yet, it's probably not going to happen for at least another 5 to 10.
I mean, it is a Chekhov's gun situation, but bear in mind, guys, we're not quite at the end just yet.
Right, but every single time.
To be fair, some of them are doing things elsewhere. Yeah, I think Hancock's place is being raided right now, considering that the warlords are dissolved.
Oh no, I don't mean every ally Luffy's ever met. I mean specifically the allies that he met during Dressrosa.
Oh,
and
yeah.
only during Dressrosa. The whatchamacallit? Bellamy, the long arm, the long leg, Bartolomeo, Cavendish, etc.
Yeah.